Distinguish between uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion. A particle uniform circular motion. A particle in UCM moves in a circle or circular arc at constant linear speed and constant angular velocity. It is uniform circular motion. Or non-uniform circular motion. For a particle in non-uniform circular motion, non-uniform circular motion, for a particle, its linear speed and angular speed both change with time. Both change with time. It's linear speed and angular speed. Okay. Second, in uniform circular motion, the tangential and angular acceleration are zero. Uniform circular motion, the tangential acceleration are zero, means that tangential acceleration are zero. I don't know कैसे लिखेंगे, पर जैसे मुझे लगता है acceleration are zero, like that. इस हिसाब से हम लिखेंगे. Then second, in non-uniform circular motion, the tangential and angular acceleration are non-zero. यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन में टेंजेंशियल एंड एक्सेलरेशन जीरो रहता है और नॉन यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन में टेंजेंशियल एंड एक्सेलरेशन आर नॉन जीरो. Third point, in UCM, the net linear acceleration is centripetal, that is radially inward. UCM में the net linear acceleration जो inward जो centripetal है, acceleration is centripetal, that is radially inward. And third is the net linear acceleration being the resultant of the radial and tangential acceleration is not radial. The net linear acceleration being the resultant of the radial and एक खुशखबरी है, मुझे मिल गया है कोल्ड कॉफ़ी. तो मैं अभी पढ़ाई करूँगी पीते पीते कोल्ड कॉफ़ी. आई थिंक मैं जो वीडियो शूट कर रही हूँ ना, लैपटॉप से कर रही हूँ, थोड़ा सा ये लगे जैसे कि ब्लरी मतलब मोशन में ब्लर आएगा, मोशन में ब्लर, एक्शन में ब्लर. नाउ ये है कोल्ड कॉफ़ी. बहुत मीठा बनाता है. मैंने अपनी माँ को बोला उसको बोलो मीठा कम करने के लिए, बहुत मीठा है यार. मुझे मीठा से बीमारी हो जाता है. टेस्टी विद स्वीट डाल सकती हूँ इसको थोड़ा सा और बैलेंस करने के लिए। इसका शुगर मॉम को बुलाती हूँ, ठीक है। कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है, लूट नहीं है मेरे पास। काफ़ी टेस्टी था। आओ स्टार्ट करते हैं आगे। या थर्ड पार्ट हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे, नॉन यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन। द नेट linear acceleration being the resultant of the radial and tangential acceleration is not radial। मतलब ये बोला गया है कि द नेट linear acceleration है वो उसका रिजल्टेंट रेडियल एंड टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन इज नॉट रेडियल। मतलब यही जो नेट लीनियर एक्सेलरेशन है वो होता है, उसका रिजल्टेंट होता है रेडियल, और जो एक्सेलरेशन है टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन है वो नॉट रेडियल होता है। ओके, इसको यही जो नेट लीनियर एक्सेलरेशन है और एक है टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन। जो नेट लीनियर एक्सेलरेशन है उसका होता है रेडियल रिजल्टेंट, और जो टेंजेंशियल एक्सेलरेशन है उसका रिजल्टेंट होता है नॉट रेडियल। Then fourth point in UCM, the magnitudes of centripetal acceleration and the centripetal force are constant। Okay, तो ये बोला है कि जो यूसीएम में जो मैग्नीट्यूड है, जो सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स, सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सेलरेशन, दोनों कांस्टेंट होते हैं। The magnitudes of centripetal acceleration and the centripetal force are constant in UCM and the non-UCM में the magnitudes of the centripetal acceleration and the centripetal force are not constant। means UCM का पूरा उसका अपोजिट लिखना है इसमें। फोर्थ पॉइंट, द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ सेंट्रीपिटल acceleration and centripetal force are not constant in non-UCM, और UCM में उसका उल्टा ये कि the magnitude of centripetal acceleration and centripetal force is constant या are constant। That is our distinguish between uniform circular motion and non-uniform circular motion। Then centripetal force, okay, then our second distinguish is centripetal force and centrifugal force। That does centripetal force is the force required to provide centripetal acceleration to a particle so that it moves in a circular path. Centripetal force is the force जो प्रोवाइड करता है सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सेलरेशन टू पार्टिकल सो दैट इट मूव्स इन अ सर्कुलर पाथ। जैसे कार एक सर्कुलर पाथ में मूव कर रहा जा रहा है, तो उस हिसाब से सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स प्रोवाइड करता है सेंट्रीपिटल एक्सेलरेशन फॉर मूव्स दैट सर्कुलर पाथ, सर्कुलर पाथ, सर्कुलर पाथ, सर्कुलर पाथ, सर्कुलर पाथ, सर्कुलर पाथ। ओके, धीरे से बोल। सर्कुलर पाथ, पाथ, सर्कुलर पाथ। मेरा बाल बार बार खराब हो रहा है। मैंने कट करवाया था अपना लेयर कट, कोई एंगल से लग रहा है कि ये लेयर कट है, मुझे लग रहा है ये तो आंडू भांडू कट, आंडू भांडू कट। लेट्स स्टडी। सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स का पढ़ रहे थे हम लोग, तो सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स is the force required to provide centripetal acceleration to move on a circular path. Okay, and then centrifugal force जो कि होता है the centrifugal tendency of the particle in its accelerated non-inertial frame of reference is explained by assuming a centrifugal force acting on it. सूडो फोर्स नाम का भी एक चीज था, सूडो फोर्स। एक मिनट, मैं अपना फिजिक्स का फोकस निकाल के कुछ देख लेती हूँ थोड़ा सा। या एकदम सही। जो सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स में होता है सूडो फोर्स, और जो सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स में होता है वो होता है सूडो फोर्स, और जो सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स में होता है वो होता है रियल फोर्स। या तो मैं सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स का फर्स्ट पॉइंट पढ़ रही थी। द centrifugal tendency of the particle in its accelerated non-inertial frame of reference is explained by assuming a centrifugal force acting on it. तो जो centrifugal tendency of the particle भी उसके acceleration जो कि non-inertial है, उसकी frame of reference से explained by assuming that centrifugal force acting on it। इतना हार्ड मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है क्या लिखा है इसमें, लिटरली आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड। एक मिनट में अपने फोन, मैंने अपना फोन चार्जिंग में लगाया ना इसलिए। गूगल चलिए अब ऐसे पूछते हैं, हे गूगल, हे गूगल, देख रहे हो? ओके, आया गूगल बाबा आया।
What's up?
What is a tendency? What is a tendency? Hey Google, what is tendency?
A tendency is an inclination or disposition to move, proceed, or act in some direction or towards some point, end, or result. It's like a natural leaning or inclination towards something. For example, someone might have a tendency to procrastinate, or a certain type of weather might have a tendency to occur in a particular region.
मेरे को ये इंग्लिश का समझ आ रहा था क्या, जो तूने जो इंग्लिश बोला बहुत अच्छा बोला। हे गूगल, explain me in easy language in English.
A tendency is like a natural pull or leaning towards something. It's when you're more likely to do, think, or feel a certain way. For example, if you always seem to forget your keys, you have a tendency to forget your keys. Or, if it often rains in a particular place, that place has a tendency to have rain.
इसने मुझे ये वाला बताया और मुझे वही समझ आया कि उसने बोला कि एक टेंडेंसी होता है कि मैं हर वक्त फॉरगेट एनीथिंग इज इट, तो मैं हर वक्त उसे फॉरगॉट कर देती हूँ, भूल जाती हूँ, तो वो एक टेंडेंसी ऐसा कुछ बोल रहा था। हे गूगल, एक्सप्लेन मी अगेन।
Imagine a ball rolling down a hill. It doesn't always go straight. It might veer off to the side a little. That's kind of like a tendency. It's a slight leaning or inclination towards something, even if it's not always guaranteed. For example, if you tend to oversleep, it means you're more likely to sleep in than wake up on time. It's not that you always oversleep, but it happens more often than not. Or, if a certain type of cloud tends to bring rain, it doesn't mean it always rains when you see that cloud, but there's a higher chance of rain compared to other types of clouds.
बहुत जो मतलब बहुत ही फास्ट बोला उसने, बहुत फास्ट बोला। मैं समझने का पूरा कोशिश कर रही थी पर समझ नहीं पाई हूँ, पर एक बार फिर से ट्राई करेंगे। हे गूगल, एक्सप्लेन मी वंस अगेन।
Okay, think of it like this. A tendency is like a little nudge in a certain direction. It means something is more likely to happen or to be a certain way. For example, if you have a tendency to forget things, it means you often forget things. It's not that you always forget, but it happens more often than you'd like. Or, if someone has a tendency to be shy, they're usually shy around new people, but they might not be shy all the time. So a tendency is just a slight leaning or inclination towards something. It doesn't mean it always happens, but it happens more often than not.
अभी समझ आया मुझे। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू। तो the central tendency of the particle, ओके, मतलब जो टेंडेंसी ऑफ द पार्टिकल है in its accelerated non-inertial. Hey Google, explain me what is non-inertial. Hey Google, hey Google, explain me what is non-inertial.
Non-inertial frames of reference. A simple explanation. Imagine a merry-go-round. When you're standing still on the ground, watching the merry-go-round spin, you're in an inertial frame of reference. In this frame, Newton's laws of motion work perfectly. Objects at rest stay at rest, and objects in motion stay in motion with a constant velocity unless acted upon by a force. Now, hop onto the spinning merry-go-round. You're now in a non-inertial frame of reference. Suddenly, things get a bit weird. If you try to walk in a straight line, you'll find yourself veering off course. It feels like there's a force pushing you outward, even though there's no visible force acting on you. That's the essence of a non-inertial frame, a frame of reference that is accelerating or rotating. In these frames, Newton's laws of motion don't hold true in their original form. To make them work, we have to introduce fictitious forces, like the centrifugal force you feel on the merry-go-round. In summary, inertial frame, a frame of reference that is not accelerating or rotating. Newton's laws work perfectly here. Non-inertial frame, a frame of reference that is accelerating or rotating. Newton's laws don't work perfectly here, and we need to introduce fictitious forces to explain the motion of objects. Here are some other examples of non-inertial frames. A car accelerating from a stop sign, a plane taking off, a spinning
Google.
washing machine. Key takeaway. The concept of non-inertial frames helps us understand how motion appears different in different frames of reference. It's a fundamental concept in physics that has applications in fields like astrophysics, engineering, and even video game development.
हे गूगल, मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आया है।
कोई बात नहीं, मैं फिर से समझाता हूँ। आप मुझे क्या समझ नहीं आया, ये बता सकते हैं? यहाँ कुछ तरीके हैं जिनसे मैं आपको और बेहतर तरीके से समझा सकता हूँ। उदाहरण, मैं आपको एक उदाहरण दे सकता हूँ जो आपकी स्थिति से मिलता जुलता हो। सरल शब्द मैं और आसान शब्दों का उपयोग कर सकता हूँ। विभिन्न कोण, मैं इस विषय को एक अलग दृष्टिकोण से समझा सकता हूँ। विशिष्ट प्रश्न, आप मुझसे कोई विशिष्ट प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं। आप क्या जानना चाहते हैं? यहाँ कुछ संभावित विषय दिए गए हैं जिन पर हम बात कर सकते हैं। भौतिक विज्ञान, गति, बल, ऊर्जा आदि। गणित, संख्याएं, समीकरण, ज्यामिति आदि। कंप्यूटर विज्ञान, प्रोग्रामिंग, डेटा, एल्गोरिदम आदि। अन्य विषय, आप मुझे कोई भी विषय बता सकते हैं। मुझे बताएं कि आप किस बारे में अधिक जानना चाहते हैं और मैं अपनी पूरी कोशिश करूंगा कि आपको समझ में आए।
हे गूगल, तो आप मुझे बताओ व्हाट इज नॉन इनर। पहले ये तो बात, इसको छोड़ दो, इसको छोड़ दो। आप मुझे ये बताओ व्हाट इज सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स।
छोरी में संज्ञा क्या है? छोरी शब्द स्वयं एक संज्ञा है। संज्ञा क्या होती है? संज्ञा किसी व्यक्ति, स्थान, वस्तु, भाव या विचार का नाम होता है। छोरी में संज्ञा क्यों है?
मुझे समझा व्हाट इज सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स इन 3 लाइन।
Certainly, here's centripetal force explained in 3 lines. Centripetal force is a force that acts on an object moving in a circular path. This force always points towards the center of the circle. Without centripetal force, an object moving in a circle would fly off in a straight line. Think of it like this. When you swing a ball on a string, the string provides the centripetal force that keeps the ball moving in a circle. If you let go of the string, the ball will fly off in a straight line, demonstrating that the centripetal force is no longer acting on it.
Okay. Hey Google, explain me what is centrifugal force.
Centrifugal force, a fictitious force. Centrifugal force is an apparent outward force that arises when an object moves in a circular path. It's called a fictitious force because it's not a real force in the same way that gravity or friction are. Instead, it's a consequence of our perspective. Why is it fictitious? When we observe an object moving in a circle, we're often standing still, in an inertial frame of reference. From this perspective, the object's inward motion is caused by a real force, the centripetal force. However, if we were to move with the object, we would be in a non-inertial frame of reference. In this rotating frame, we would feel an outward force, the centrifugal force. In summary, centrifugal force is an apparent outward force experienced in a rotating frame of reference. It's a consequence of our perspective, and not a real force in the same sense as gravity or friction. It's often contrasted with the centripetal force, which is the real inward force that keeps an object moving in a circle. Would you like to know more about centripetal force or other related concepts?
Okay then, मैं अभी आगे पढ़ लेती हूँ। ओके, इतना समझने के बाद मेरे दिमाग में कुछ तो घुसा है। Centripetal force is the force required to provide centripetal acceleration to a particle so that it moves on a circular path. Okay. And the centrifugal tendency of the particle, it is in its accelerated non-inertial frame of reference is explained by assuming a centrifugal force acting on it. 2. At every instant it is directed radially towards the center of the circular path. At every instant, okay, ये था centrifugal force का, पे centrifugal force पहले समझते हैं. At every instant it is directed radially towards the center of the circular path. मतलब ये जो every instant है जो डायरेक्ट करता है radially towards the center of the circular path, और इसका centrifugal का force का second है. At every instant it is directed radially away from the center of the circular path, और ये towards from the center of the circular path, और ये away from the center of the circular path. The centripetal force के बारे में बोला है, it is a real force arising from gravitational or electromagnetic interaction between matter. That is a real force arising from gravitational or electromagnetic interaction between matter. मतलब कि इसकी जो रियल फोर्स है जो अराइज होता है ग्रेविटेशनल से और इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन मैटर. Then third is it is a pseudo force since it is the effect of acceleration of the reference frame, the reference of the revolving particle. It is a pseudo force since is the effect of the acceleration if the reference frame of the revolving particle. It is a pseudo force since it is the effect of the acceleration, only acceleration, not electromagnetic का था होगा centripetal में, centrifugal में acceleration. It is a pseudo force since it is the effect of acceleration of the reference frame of the revolving particle. Then mechanical properties of fluid पढ़ेंगे. First distinction मेरा हमारा streamline flow and turbulent flow. Hey Google, what is streamline flow?
Streamline flow. Imagine a river flowing smoothly and steadily. The water moves in parallel layers without much mixing or turbulence. This is a good example of streamline flow, also known as laminar flow. In streamline flow, fluid particles move in smooth, parallel paths. There is no mixing between different layers of the fluid. The velocity of the fluid at any given point remains constant over time. Think of it like this. Imagine a stack of playing cards. If you slide the cards smoothly past each other without shuffling them, that's similar to streamline flow. Each card represents a layer of fluid and they move in an orderly manner. Key characteristics of streamline flow: smooth and orderly motion. The fluid particles follow predictable paths. Low velocity. Streamline flow typically occurs at low fluid velocities. Viscosity. The viscosity of the fluid plays a role in maintaining streamline flow. Higher viscosity fluids tend to flow more smoothly. When does streamline flow occur? Streamline flow is common in situations where the fluid velocity is low. The fluid is highly viscous, like honey or syrup. The flow is through a smooth, narrow channel. Real-world examples: blood flow in small blood vessels, water flowing slowly through a pipe, oil flowing through a narrow tube. When does streamline flow become turbulent? If the fluid velocity increases, or if the flow encounters obstacles or changes in direction, the flow can transition from streamline to turbulent flow. In turbulent flow, the fluid particles move in a chaotic and irregular manner, with significant mixing between different layers. Would you like to know more about turbulent flow or other types of fluid flow?
Hey Google, give me distinguish streamlined flow and turbulent flow in easy language to explain me.
Streamline flow. Imagine a river flowing smoothly and steadily. The water moves in parallel layers, like a stack of cards sliding smoothly past each other. It's like a calm, organized flow. Turbulent flow. Now imagine the same river during a flood. The water is chaotic, swirling, and mixing. There are lots of eddies and currents going in different directions. In simple terms, streamline flow, smooth, orderly, and predictable. Turbulent flow, chaotic, disorderly, and unpredictable. Think of it this way: streamline flow, like driving on a smooth, empty highway. Turbulent flow, like driving in heavy traffic with lots of sudden stops and starts. I hope this helps. Let me know if you'd like more examples.
Then my perspective of the steady flow of a fluid with velocity less than certain critical velocity. Streamline flow जो होता है the steady flow of a fluid with velocity less than certain critical velocity is called streamline or laminar flow. Okay. मतलब streamline flow और laminar flow is same. Okay. Hey Google, streamline flow and laminar flow that both are same.
You're absolutely right. Streamline flow and laminar flow are synonymous. They both describe the same type of fluid motion. Smooth and orderly. Fluid particles move in parallel layers without mixing or turbulence. Predictable. The velocity and direction of the fluid at any point remain constant over time. The terms are often used interchangeably in fluid dynamics.
Okay. The steady flow of a fluid. Okay. कितना बज रहा है? Hey Google, what's the time now?
It's 6 p.m.
Okay, now we do here describe the use of bip prism for obtaining two coherent sources of light. Coherent sources of light. Now, subscribe Darshu Angel. Bye.